Howdy folks. Today I'm going to show you a beginning of a series of videos I'm going to do on my bug out vehicle. And this is aptly named Bugs. This is basically, originally it was a first aid unit for the oil patch. But as you can see, it's basically a slide-in mini camper is all it is. And it sits on top of a GMC 2500 HD, but I also have an 84 which I'm putting a Cummins in, 3/4 ton, and it will eventually go on top of that. So it'll be a Cummins conversion with a 5-speed in it. So therefore the diesel I run on multiple different kinds of fuel like canola oil and whatnot in a pinch. And also I can buy lots of diesel from farmers and whatnot. But basically, so this is what I've been working on. So it can be slid off and put on any basic pickup truck. But as you can see, there's a window here and there's a frame that I've put up here. And what that frame is I have another piece that quick bolts on, and it's got a hole in it for an exhaust pipe, a flue. And this window slides open, and I have a panel in here with a hole in it that I slide a flue through and up. And I've got a mini stove that I've made, and I'm going to do its trial run today. I'll show you that, the startup of it and what it is. And then later on I'll do a video on how I install the stove, etc. Because the idea is, for bug out, is you want to rely on as much natural resources as possible, which is wood. And wood is readily available. I like to use for startup anyways, is just 2x4, construction grade 2x4s and the like, which are free. I can go down to my Home Depot, and in the back, just with checking with them ahead of time, there's a big bin there where they throw all of their pallets. And you can get pallets. A lot of them have hardwood in them, which is really good, but it's very dry and you can split it up, right? Now what this is a resonator off the back of a Dodge pickup truck, but it could be anything, right? It could be any kind of a metal container. And I just adapted it. You can see the exhaust pipe here. It's a bit overkill for size. I might have to put a baffle on it, I don't know. But that's basically just vent pipe. Available from Home Depot. This cost me $10 at the Wreckers. That I think cost me $16. And I just took a plate of galvanized steel and made a door out of it. So you can see it's a quick little door. It's a standard household hinge, 1/4-inch bolts, and I just cut little pieces. This here is just a vent, a breather vent, which I used a bolt on, double nut on the other end, and a spring in here, so it has a little bit of resistance, but I can adjust my ventilation. And it's good access into the stove, which is just a little notch cut in this. That's all there is to it. Now, you're obviously aware of how to light a proper fire. You know, I don't always have success, but the main thing is lots of paper on the bottom, bit of cardboard on top of that, and then finely chipped up slivers of wood that are closely packed together, but are a little bit crisscrossed so that the air can flow through them. So I want to try this out, see how it works. A bit of wind here, so I gotta hopefully find a way to get this to work. There we go. Fire has begun, and basically once I start to hear the crackling going on, and I can hear a bit of crackling going there now, close this up, and we should soon start to see a little bit coming out of the exhaust. See that? Now that'll be up above the bug out truck, as you can see. There, it's coming out nice now. But this flue is not the greatest because there's something in the way. This old tractor is probably in the way to get a good updraft. But when it's above the camper lid, it will be fine. We can hear the crackling inside, heat coming off of it. The main idea of the trial run here, as opposed to inside, is that there's a little bit of, and this is often the case when you're getting stuff out of the Wreckers, there's a little bit of undercoating on the side, which is going to eventually cause a bit of smoke and smell of burning rubber or something. So I want to burn that off nice and hot here and try that out. So basically what I'm going to do this winter, and hopefully do a video at the time, is I want to camp at about -25 or -28 Celsius with this on and see how it goes, see how I can survive. See, already this is beginning to smoke. I don't know if you can see that on the side. That's why the importance of doing this sort of thing on the outside. Yeah, I can smell it. It smells a bit like burning rubber. So that'll get nice and hot and burn off, and then we'll be good. Let's have a look inside. There we go. Just start to feed it a little bit, and then obviously later on we can. I could get a little bit hot. I gotta have some. So you can see the flames through here too. But as things get too hot, I can just close that off a bit, right? And close the vent off a little bit. All right, there's the bug out stove made out of a Chrysler. You can see the Chrysler brand on it right there. I think you can. Yeah, Chrysler embossed. Resonator from the back of a Dodge pickup truck uses a bug out stove. Talk again later. Bye for now.